Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. I'm Teacher Vina. I am your class advisor and at the same time, I'm your teacher in Science and in Math 7. So ngayon po ay i-explain ko po sa inyo ang inyong performance task. Let me remind you na ang performance task ay 40% ng inyong grado. So please, wag po natin kalimutan ilagay ang group number at ipapakita ko po sa inyo later on yung list ng mga groups. This performance task is good for math and science na. For title and content, for science po is elements and compounds. For math naman is yung sets and real numbers. For our objectives, first is to furnish given tables with common elements and compounds showing their names and symbols gathered from a product's label commonly found in the household. So meaning, later may i-fill up kayong mga tables about elements and compounds na maaari ninyong makita sa inyong bahay. Second naman, para sa math, you will formulate a well-defined set and write the absolute value of real numbers from challenging situations. The role of learners and parents. So the learners are expected to accomplish the given task and submit the same through their parents or guardians on the expected time. Hanggat maaari, yung parent or yung guardian ang magsasubmit dahil po sa we need to follow our health protocols. The parents also must guide their children in the demonstration of performance tasks. So guide lang po. Hindi po dapat si mama and si papa ang gagawa. Dapat kayo po. Procedure number 1, dito ko po nilagay ang ating situation. Elements and compounds are also present in the food we eat. They can be seen and read on the food labels known as nutrition facts and ingredients. Take a look on the Bear brand labels below. Ito sila. Dito nyo po makikita sa portion to ang mga elements and compounds. So you can use your Google para malaman kung ano yung mga chemical compounds ng iba dyan. Kasi yung iba dyan, mga names, hindi siya yung chemical compound. So, i-search nyo lang po sa Google, i-type nyo example, yung vitamin A, i-type nyo lang sa Google, vitamin A chemical compound. So, kung ano yung na-search nyo doon sa Google na chemical compound niya, yun po ang ilalagay nyong name ng compound. Tapos, dito naman po, makikita nyo ang amount ng bawat elements and compounds. Tapos, dito naman sa portion na ito, nandito naman po ang unit of measurement. Parang example, yung iron, meron po siyang 3.9 mg. So, yung amount po ng iron content sa milk na ito is 3.9 mg. Or in percent naman dito sa portion na ito is yung amount in percentage. So, parang ito, yung iron is 43% ng milk. Dito sa ingredients naman, dito mo usually makikita yung source ng elements and compounds na makikita mo sa nutrition facts. So, let's move on to procedure number 2. Can you identify the elements in the food label above? List 5 elements through filling up the table 1. So, ito po yung table 1. So, meron po akong ibibigay na answer sheet. So, doon nyo po i-fill up ito. So, example, hahanapin nyo po dito sa nutrition facts ang elements. Kasi, can you identify elements in the food label above? Ang kailangan nyo lang is to list 5 elements. So, example dito sa table 1, ilalagay nyo po dito nyo po ilalagay yung 5 elements na makikita nyo dito sa nutrition facts. So, for example is potassium. So, ilalagay nyo po dito potassium. Tapos, dito naman sa symbol, so, hahanapin nyo po ang symbol ng potassium doon sa periodic table. So, may isa-share po ako sa inyo na periodic table of elements. So, doon nyo po hahanapin kung ano ang symbol ni potassium. So, this is your periodic table of elements. So, hahanapin lang natin si potassium. So, andun si potassium. Andito si potassium. So, ang symbol niya is itong K. Yan, K. So, isulat nyo lang po siya dito like this. K. So, dito naman sa source. So, andito yan siya sa ingredients. So, makikita natin ang potassium dito sa soya. So, again, you can use your Google to help you find the source. Procedure number 3. In table 2, list down 5 compounds in the product label and the constituent elements. You can get either from nutrition facts or from ingredients. So, dito tayo sa table 2. So, dito daw is maglilist tayo ng 5 compounds. So, kanina hindi ba elements? Ngayon naman is yung compounds. So, pwede kayong maghanap doon sa nutrition facts, pwede din sa ingredients kasi merong mga compounds na makikita dito sa ingredients at saka sa nutrition facts. So, pero meron mga cases daw na wherein you need to look at the constituent elements because they may not be obvious from the compound name. So, meaning, you can use the internet again and search for the constituent element. For example, just like dito sa example natin, yung name of compound is protein. So, yung protein, hindi mo makikita kung ano-ano yung mga constituent elements or kung ano-ano yung mga elements na bumubuo sa protein. So, pwede nyo pong i-search yon sa Google. So, upon searching, so, na-search nyo doon na ang bumubuo ng protein is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. So, isulat nyo lang dito sa constituent elements ang mga na-search nyong elements na bumubuo sa compound na nakita nyo doon sa nutrition facts. Tapos dito, ilalagay nyo lang kung ano yung symbol ng mga elements. So, for example, yung carbon, yung symbol niya is C. Yung hydrogen naman, symbol niya is H. Yung oxygen is, symbol niya is O. And nitrogen naman, symbol niya is N. So, importante hanapin nyo ang symbol ng mga ito kasi gagamitin nyo po ito mamaya dito sa ating table number 3. So, saan natin ulit ito makikita ang mga symbol? Sa table of elements. So, doon ninyo hahanapin ito. So, let's move on to procedure number 4. Dito naman, you need to review your Math 7 module 1 which is sets. From your listed elements and compounds in Table 1, Table 2, find the following. Number 1 is set of all elements found in nutrition facts and ingredients. Include both 5 elements and 5 compounds. Lahat daw ng elements na makikita mo doon sa inyong Table 1 at saka sa Table 2, so isusulat mo yun as your universal set. So, this will be your universal set. Para uniform, gagamitin nating name ng universal set natin is ang capital letter U. Diba? Yung name ng set, pwede lang kahit anong letter ng alphabet. So, for this, para uniform tayo, yung universal set gagamitin natin is letter U. Okay? So, do not forget to enclose your element with brace and to separate it with comma. So, for this set, I want you to just use the symbol of the elements. So, yung makikita nyo ito at saka ito dito. So, yan lang ang isusulat ninyo. For example, sa table 3, dito kayo mag-fill up. So, dito nyo na ilalagay ang inyong universal set. So, if you notice, nandyan ang potassium, ang carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen na andon sa aking example doon sa table 1 at saka sa table 2. But nag-add na lang ako ng iron, para meron naman isa pang kasama yung potassium, which is makikita doon sa elements. In letter B, find the two subsets. So dito nyo siya isusulat sa baba. So, for your two subsets, so kayo nang bahala kung anong subsets ang gusto nyong buuin according to any characteristics na pwede nyong i-group yung mga elements. For example, dito sa akin, ginroup ko siya according to the elements na nasa table 1. I named it subset E. So, my second subset is subset C, which is the set of elements found in table 2. So next is to find the intersection of two subsets. So example, if meron kayong nasulat na element na pareho ang nasa first subset nyo at saka subset 2. Again, pili kayo ng kahit na anong letter na gusto nyo para maging pangalan ng inyong set. So, for me, I choose letter I for intersection. So, for this case, since walang magkakapareho dito sa dalawang subset, so, the intersection of the two subsets is an empty or a null set. Pero, doon sa inyong magiging output, if merong magkakapareho dito, so, yun ang ilalagay niyo dito sa loob ng brace para magkaroon kayo ng set. So, next is hanapin natin yung union of the two sets. Union meaning yung combination ng dalawang set. Again, choose any letter as your name. So, for this case, I choose N. So, for this, kung ano yung mga sinulat nyo dito na mga elements, yun ang isusulat nyo dito. Kasi since it is the combination of all elements ng inyong subsets. Procedure number 5, you need to review your Math 7 Module 3, which is yung absolute value. So, first, study the nutrition facts again. Find the amount of the following element present in the nutrition facts. Don't forget to write the unit of measurement. Then write the absolute value by filling up table 4 below. The first one is done for you as an example. So, dito, nakalist na yung mga name of the elements. So, for example, itong first one is potassium. So, makikita nyo doon sa nutrition facts, sa third column, nandun yung amount which is 228. Tapos, sa second column doon sa nutrition fact, makikita nyo yung unit of measurement which is, ang nakasulat doon is milligram. So, ang isulat nyo dito sa amount is 228 mg or 228 milligrams. And then dito sa portion na to is the absolute value. So, for you to formulate the absolute value is kukunin nyo lang itong 228 which is the amount. So, isusulat ko lang dito ganyan, 228. So, yan na yung amount. Tapos, i-enclose nyo lang to with bar. And then, just rewrite that 228 as its absolute value. Next naman is, represent the following absolute value on a number line. So the first one serves as an example. So dito, yung example dito is yung protein. Sorry, parang naano siya, na-move siguro ito. So protein, ito siya, protein. So ang nakalagay doon sa nutrition facts, the Bear Brand contains 5 milligrams of protein. I-zoom natin. So, yung 5 milligrams, hindi ba yung absolute value? So, kukunin nyo muna yung absolute value, which is, tatanggalin nyo yung mg at yung name ng element, which is the potassium. So, kukunin nyo lang is yung number. Dito sa number line, i-trace nyo lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is now the place of your absolute value. Isa lang ang gagawin nyo dito, which is to find the absolute value on the number line ng cholesterol, which is 7 mg. So next, submit the accomplished answer sheet provided within the given timeline. Make sure to write the number of your group. So please, huwag talagang kalimutan ang group number. Please refer on the group list below. So, before tayo pumunta sa group list, dito muna tayo sa timeline. So, ang timeline is November 3 to 7, 2001. So, since late ko na to maibibigay, so, change yung timeline natin. So, you can submit this on November 10. Since wala ako sa school on November 10, you can submit it to Ma'am Shailene. So, let's go to the rubric. So, ito yung criteria at yung points kung paano ko kayo i-grade. So, I will give 15 points if completely furnished yung mga tables na may 15 pataas yung correct entry. Tapos, nagbibigay naman ako ng 13 points if completely furnished yung mga tables with 6 to 10 correct entry. And magbibigay naman ako ng 10 points if complete or incomplete furnished yung mga table. Tapos yung correct answer is less than 6. So this is for table 1 and table 2. Tapos yung the rest of the table, which is yung set and absolute value, so each entry is equivalent to 1 point. So, this task must be performed by group. So, kayo na bahala kung paano kayo magkita-kita doon sa inyong mga sitio. Each one of you will be given the copy of this performance task. So, syempre, be a responsible member din. So, kayo, hanapin nyo din yung ibang mga kasama nyo. So, although lahat kayo may copy nung performance task, sa isang group, isang answer sheet lang ang isa-submit. So, refer nyo lang dito sa group list kung sino-sino yung mga ka-groupmates nyo. So, for inquiries, just contact this number, 0997-567-6474. So, this is my number, Teacher Vina. Tapos, ito naman yung answer sheet for your performance task. So, di ba, as I've said, dito sa table 1, dito nyo isusulat ang 5 elements. So, marami yung doong elements, pero ang hini ko is only 5. Tapos, dito naman isusulat nyo yung symbol. So, you may refer to your periodic table of elements. So, kukunin nyo lang ito doon kay Ma'am Shailene. Meron siyang copy nito. So, isa-send niya lang yan sa inyo through Bluetooth or share it. Tapos, dito naman is yung source kung saan nyo makukuha yung element. So, makikita nyo ito, you may find it in the list of ingredients. So, di ba yung example ko doon is yung name of element is yung potassium. Tapos, dito yung symbol niya is letter K. Tapos, yung source niya is yung soy or yung soybean. And by the way, dito sa elements ha, wag nyo nang isulat yung potassium kasi nabigay ko na yun as example. So, maghanap pa kayo ng iba. Marami pang ibang elements doon sa label. Next is table 2. Compounds and their constituent elements. So, dito isusulat nyo yung compound. As I've said, mag-search sa internet kung ano yung name of compound. Yung mga constituent elements, hindi nyo basta-basta makikita doon. And then, isulat nyo din dito ang symbol nila using your periodic table. Table 3 is about sets. So, as I've said, so, kailangan nyo lang magsulat ng isang universal set, which is lahat ng elements dito sa table 1. So, yung symbol lang ang kukunin nyo. At saka yung element symbols na nandito sa table 2. And don't forget to name the universal set you've made. So, dito isusulat nyo yung 1 and 2. Kasi yung hinihingi ko is dalawang subset lang. But actually, maraming mga subsets ang pwede nyong gawin doon. Next is the intersection of the two sets. Yung intersection, mga elements na magkakatulad dito sa subset 1 at saka sa subset 2. So, isulat nyo lang dito ang mga elements. Then, next is the union of the two sets. Union of the two sets is i-combine nyo lang lahat ng mga elements na makikita nyo sa subset 1 at saka sa subset 2. Isusulat nyo lang ulit dito. So, dito kayo na, as I've said, kayo nang bahala kung anong letter ang gagamitin nyo as your name of the subset. So, dito naman sa table 4, so yung first is yung potassium which is yung example ko kanina. So, ang hahanapin nyo na lang is the absolute value ng amount of calcium, phosphorus, and sodium. So, hanapin nyo lang to doon sa nutrition facts. So, for table number 4 is the absolute value ng 7 mg of cholesterol. Tapos, i-draw nyo lang dito sa number line na to yung place value ng cholesterol. So, that's all. Thank you for listening and I hope i-pass nyo talaga itong performance test niyo, which is 40% of your grade. Thank you and God bless.